Thank you. Bye. Okay. I know that, we are at 5:22 and I've been seeing some people walking around. Please ensure that, let's please ensure that we are able to stay back for the time. We don't have a lot of demos to go because I want to ensure we are able to finish all of that and you are able to see all of the products. Is that good? Yes? Yes? Okay. All of you are staying back, right? Raise your hands. Raise your hands. You're all staying back? Okay, fantastic. Let's ensure, because what happens is when there are movements, it is hard for the speaker, it is hard for us, it is hard for everybody to focus. Okay, we'll get to the CI is sending me the message. Okay. We'll get to the next demo, which is, one second. Okay, Keshav. Keshav, are you ready? Round of applause for Keshav. Everybody, Keshav was struggling for the last 48 hours. He didn't have any clue, whether this will work, not work. And this is in that category where the product is simple, you don't have to think a lot, but it just says that if he can do it, you can too, right? The same spirit that we have been talking about since the time we started at 1:45. Okay, Keshav, the same thing. Let's spend less time on the deck and just go to the product. Okay. Can we all settle down? Yes? Okay, let's do this. Ready? What is this, internet, huh? Okay, let's do it in 4 minutes, Keshav.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Good evening. Thanks for staying behind. Thanks for being enthusiastic and being supportive. I won't take much of your time. I'll try to keep the presentation brief. So, this is about me. I'm about 48. Again, on the wrong side of 48, as someone said. I'm a professional coach. I have about 25 years of experience. All right, so I'm going to talk about the app that I built. Take a look at this. What seems to be the problem?
Sorry, I missed that. What did you say?
No. I'm asking the audience to take a look at it. And what's the problem? You know what the problem is, right? How would it feel to have a portfolio like this? You wake up every morning, you take a look at it. How do you feel? It turns out it's not a problem just for specific individuals. It's not just for a few people. An entire industry is facing this problem. What does research tell us? 1 out of every 2 active fund manager is underperforming their funds. They're not able to meet benchmark performance. They're expected to meet that. They're getting paid. How are they getting paid? You're paying your expense funds. You're paying the commissions, right, in terms of profit sharing and so on. And yet, your funds are not able to minimally even meet the benchmarks, right? So I'm sure there are quite a number of people here who have funds that don't perform so well. But do you know about it? And even if you, even if you did know about it, what would you do? Switch to another asset manager who's going to give you the same degree of underperformance? Clearly, something has to be done differently. So, a number of people I spoke to have expressed this hope. How would it be if they can receive coaching, if they can receive guidance to help them build confidence so they can take decisions to invest better, all right? And that's where Capstan comes in. So I'm going to briefly show you how this works. I'm going to set the bar pretty low. It's not as impressive as some of the presentations you've seen before, but it works. And I'm sure you can get something out of it. All right, so this is how it was built. the same stack that we've been talking before. Okay, so what this app expects is a trade log. And this is something that you can get from your stockbroker. So for example, just get a trade log for the past 6 months. And what does it do? Pretty straightforward. You're going to see this in nearly every other app, all right? It's going to generate portfolio value by months, and it's going to compare that against a benchmark. In this case, we've used Nifty 500. So that's a benchmark that's commonly used, Nifty 500 try. It's taking a little while. It has to happen. All right. So clearly you can see how your performance, how your portfolio has performed. All right. There have been periods of, or I'd say sustained overperformance. But as well, what does this app do for you? So it's going to ask you critical questions. Okay? It's going to provoke thought, reflection, discipline. For example, if Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger were to sit here, what would they ask you? What kind of questions would they ask you? They'd ask you questions that would challenge you. They would challenge your bias. They would challenge your assumptions. They would ask you about your risk and reward appetite. It's going to be a provoking conversation, right? So that's what this app, in its most simple form, is going to do for you. So don't let this crappy interface dissuade you. Try to build a sound investment plan for yourself so you can enjoy a future of prosperity for yourself and your loved ones. Thank you for hearing me out.
Round of applause, everybody. You know, like Keshav was very worried that, this is not working and, I'll not be able to show. You have the form still? Are you able to see Keshav's name? Or you lost the track? Hello, people. I'm talking to you. Do you have the form? Yes, raise your hands. You have the form? Raise your hands. Very few have. The rating form, the evaluation form. Yeah, you can quickly use that. And what I'm going to do is, by the way, how many of you have this problem that you don't know how it is doing against Nifty? Raise your hands. Yeah. And if it was like fully finished, will you use it? Raise your hands. Keshav, please keep your hands up. If it's fully ready, will you use it? You are onto something. Thank you, folks. Yeah. Okay. Now I want to do a few things.